What kind of coffee do you drink?
This is actually Starbucks Pike.
Oh, I didn't take you for a Starbucks guy. I figured you were more like the more exotic coffee.
No. I cap it at Starbucks. That's expensive enough for me. But we do brew it at home though. It's not from the store.
Okay, I do too. But it's always very interesting. I don't know why people's coffee habits are interesting to me.
My coffee habit is more, please.
Well, we both got a cup of coffee. Blah blah blah. Well, we both have a cup of coffee. Let's jump into the episode.
Cheers. So back in 2020, SpaceX made worldwide headlines and really joyously shocked the world as they launched their first 2 NASA astronauts to the ISS, which marked the first time that a private company was ferrying astronauts up into space. That was a big deal. For a long time, we've been using our own reusable space shuttle as a U.S. government, as a NASA program, and then we had to rely on the Russian Soyuz rockets to bring our astronauts up to space. Not even 2 years later, on the 8th of April, local Houston-based Axiom Space, that's endeavoring to make the first private space station in existence, launched 4 all-civilian, now astronauts, to the ISS on a 10-day mission. Just 2 years later, a private company brings their entire civilian crew to the ISS. This blows me away.
That is really, for me, kind of exciting just because I would, if they were looking for volunteers, I would totally be for it.
Well, for the low price of $55 million.
I know, for the low price, right?
You can do this.
Well, let me just go to my second mattress and get that deposit out for you. But, you know, I don't think it's going to be long before it's not going to cost that much to send it
certainly seems like that's the path that we're on, and that's what gets me so excited about this.
But that was SpaceX deal from the beginning. They wanted to kind of make space travel possible for anyone that wanted to.
Absolutely, and SpaceX was heavily involved in this. The astronauts from the Axiom Space Houston went up on a Dragon capsule. SpaceX engineered and manufactured. They were launched by a SpaceX reusable Falcon 9 rocket, which I think it was his 5th successful reuse and landing.
Which is a feat in itself, right?
Absolutely
there. Which is
amazing.
That is amazing.
Yep.
I mean, there's 12 people, 12 people now on the ISS?
It's something like that. I think it goes up or down by one number.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's a lot of people on there. I mean, when you think about and we talked about this on a previous episode. We did the VR infinite space thing where we got to go around the International Space Station. It's bigger than you think. It really is bigger than you think. So
it wouldn't be for me if I was up there. It would feel a little bit small.
Well, I mean, as you're traveling through, as far as where you get to travel and all the spaces that you can...
there are a lot of modules.
There's a lot of modules and things to go through. Of course.
And what they're actually doing is they're preparing for their own module to be launched eventually to dock with the ISS. It'll be the first privately built section of the space station. And then when they scuttle the ISS, that module will break off, and it will become the first private space station in existence. And then they're going to build on it from there. Which
is really cool, and I'm really excited to see. But do you think that the astronauts on board the ISS right now, look at them a little bit differently? Well, who do you guys think you are? We spent years trading.
No, I don't think
you just hitched on a ride with a lot of money.
No, I don't think that they look at it that way. I do think they're going to look at them a little bit differently. But I think that for the most part, they all must be super proud this is happening. Because the more people that get involved in space exploration, the more people that get involved in seeing our planet from that perspective, I think the better our planet will become. We need more people to really understand how small and delicate our little blue marble is.
Yeah. Well, and these days, we don't want to take anything away from the commander or anything, but SpaceX apparently did such a great job with the Dragon capsule that I could probably fly it.
A little bit like just talk to Siri. Hey Siri, dock me to the ISS.
We just go. I mean, that is probably not. I know that's not completely accurate, but they make according to some of the behind the scenes of how it operates, it's pretty efficient as far as the capsule itself goes. Not saying that you don't have to know what's going on, but at least they made it seem like with just a little bit amount of training, you could operate this thing. So it's not the same as getting in, and having to get on a stick and fly and navigate through space and mark your coordinates and things like that. I mean, we talked about with Commander Moreland back in our season 3 episode, who flew the F-14s. And then we talked about the difference between that and jumping and the F-18 Super Hornets. The more he's like, it's a lot more computer. Okay, so our second topic today is a little bit of, some superficial things going on here in the world. I found this very fascinating and interesting because when you hear real life Ken and Barbie are having issues, first of all, like you're just like, wait, what? I didn't know that was a thing.
Relationships are hard, Brian.
Relationships are hard. I mean, maybe she got kicked out of Ken's dream house.
Doesn't he freeload in her dream house? Isn't that how that goes?
I think there's two. I'd have to look that up. I think there's a Barbie dream house and there's a Ken dream house.
I always wondered about that because Barbie has like all the cool houses, the vacation houses, the cars,
yeah,
campers.
I know. But you know what? First of all, for those of you that aren't big Barbie and Ken fans, I mean, if you've watched Toy Story, he has a whole wardrobe of vintage outfits and stuff.
Yeah. So basically, Barbie's a Kardashian and Ken is a comic that happens to be dating her. Is that how that goes?
I guess so, but it's kind of now it's quoted as a bizarre story, and this was a story that popped up on the site allthatisinteresting.com. So I found this. It says the title is "The Bizarre Story Behind the Real Life Barbie and Ken and Why They Became Dolls." So it was very interesting because there are real people that look like Ken and Barbie.
Now, do they happen to look like Ken and Barbie, or were they like seriously augmenting their look with plastic surgery?
See, I think that is where the debate lies because she Valeria Lukanova. And
Lukyanova.
Luke. I don't know if that's how you pronounce that right, but Lukyanova. She was born in Moldova, so in 1985. But she says that she wasn't out to look like Barbie, and there's been skeptics saying that she hasn't had plastic surgery, but you look at her and either she wears a lot of makeup, or she's lying.
Yeah, so I'm going through the pictures on allthingsinteresting.com that involve her, and I'm here to make a call on this. She's lying.
I mean, she's a Ukrainian model, and she uses her appearance to promote her ideas about spirituality and mysticism
as well.
But now here comes a little bit more controversy here. So that's the Barbie side of it. Now we have the Ken side of it, the human Ken doll. And I don't know if I'm going to pronounce his name correctly or not. His name is Justin Jalika. Anyway. So
sounds like a punchline to a joke.
It does. He's from Poughkeepsie, New York.
A local.
Yeah, he's a U.S. and he was born in 1980, and he's been dubbed the quote human Ken doll. And he says that it is a flattering title, though being Ken was not his intent. So I think he really believes it. And in fact, he's actually posed in a little Ken box before, and good Lord, looks super plastic. And that's because he is.
And that's because he is. Well done.
Because, I mean, he is a plastic surgery enthusiast. And he's had chest, bicep, tricep, shoulder implants, brow lifts, cheek augmentations, subpectoral implants, glutes, lip augmentations. I mean, it's insane. He has had about 780 cosmetic procedures.
Wow.
And spending over $800,000 doing it.
Oh, I would have guessed a much higher number. That's cheap. This guy's got like the bulk discount rate.
I guess when you go in so many times, it's just ridiculous. And according to this article, it says they don't think he feels like stopping or he's stopping anytime soon. Again,
how does he have 780 procedures and only spend $800,000? Does he go like Walmart or Costco for this?
I mean, the eyebrows are like really small.
That's fair.
Right.
I imagine the shoulder implants weren't cheap.
No, or the the butt implants or whatever else he did, about. But
so did he wind up actually dating the real life Barbie from?
No. Okay, so they ended up getting put together in 2013. They met each other for a TV appearance.
I see.
And according to this, sparks flew enough to start a fiery feud. That is. So apparently they did not like each other.
Oh, interesting. So all the fighting it wasn't the relationship.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't as if they're like, oh, you're the real life Barbie, you're the real life Ken, and they got together and be like, we're the real life Ken and Barbie couple, and then went on tour, doing things. No, they were just dubbed that, and then they got put together, and apparently just didn't like each other.
Interesting.
And this is where it gets very interesting. It says in the article, the human Ken doll blasted her, saying that she presents herself as a real-life Barbie doll, but she is nothing more than an illusion who dresses like a drag queen. End quote.
Wow. Ken, them's fighting words.
Yeah, it's like, hey, Kettle, you're black, just
That's
like
outstanding towards me. They were on some TV show as the real life Ken and Barbie. You'd think that they would just swallow their pride and play it up.
You would think so as well. But before even meeting her, Justin said he appreciated her beauty, but he also said it appears to me that much more of her look is added by makeup, fake hair, and slimming corsets. As soon as you wipe away all that makeup, she's just a plain Jane.
Oh, wow. But this guy has pec implants, and that's okay.
I know. Hold on. Barbie fires back, though. Barbie fires back. You don't put Barbie in the corner.
No one puts Barbie in the corner.
No one puts Barbie in the corner. And she fired back saying, he would do better not to comment on who is plastic and who is not. I think he is a handsome man, but he overdid his lips. Hey guys, thanks for watching. For more videos and fun, subscribe to the channel. Catch full episodes wherever you get your podcasts or go to neighborsdon'tknock.com.